Hi, everybody. It's Carrie from KDS Insurance Services. How are you doing this beautiful spring week? I hope you're having a wonderful week wherever you are. And today I wanted to continue my conversation about documentation. And specifically today, I want to talk to you about commercial policies and how those policies are underwritten and the forms that are required and audits. In the commercial world of insurance, audits are one of the things that carriers do have the right to do. And basically what that means is at the end of your policy period, the company has the right to revisit your company details, your specific information. And some of this information would include your address, your phone number, your number of employees, your gross receipts, your federal ID number. And what they're doing is they are confirming the information that you've provided to your insurance agent at the time the policy was written or at your renewal. Now, not all insurance companies do an audit. It is at their discretion though, and in your documentation that you receive at renewal or at new business, in that documentation there will be language that will address changes to premium. That's another way of saying an audit. Or they'll come out and they'll call it an audit. So it is extremely, I can't stress this enough, extremely important that you take the time to read through the entire packet that comes to you from your agent to make sure that you have reviewed and read and understand every single line of that quote and what you as a consumer can expect from your commercial carrier. Again, this is called an audit, and it is at the discretion of the commercial carrier. It is generally done at the end of your policy period, sometimes a little bit before, sometimes a little bit after. It depends on the carrier. And then sometimes the carrier doesn't even do an audit. Now, why is this so important? Well, if the information changes from the beginning of your policy period and you have a fantastic year and you go from making, let's just pick a number, let you go from making $200,000 up to $1 million, and you have done that in that policy period, then the carrier is entitled to charge you additional premium because your revenue has gone up, which means your exposure level has gone up. And that's all specifically addressed in the documentation that you receive either in your quote or in your documentation that's sent to you post-issue, meaning after the policy is issued and it is sent to the carrier, then the carrier will send out documentation to you, it'll either come from your agent or it'll come directly to you, and it will specifically address this, that if you have a significant material change in your information, then the carrier is entitled to do an audit, and then you are going to be responsible for the additional premium that is due. Now, a lot of times agents are never notified of this, so we don't hear about an audit until there is actually an audit and there is a problem. So I can't stress enough how important it is to you. If you get an application with a quote or you get a renewal quote from your agent, it is so important that you review that information. Make sure every single fact in there is correct. If it's not correct, then it is your responsibility to let your agent know that. Unless the agent specifically hears from the carrier and the carrier is specifically asking for an update on your company's information, there's no way that your agent is going to know that you have had a great year. That's information that only you can share with your agent, and then the agent would then share that with the insurance company. The only other way that the agent finds out about this is if there's an audit and there is a discrepancy in between what you've told your agent versus what is actually found in an audit. So please make sure that when you are reviewing a new application for a new policy or you are reviewing a renewal, if there are corrections that need to be made on those forms, please contact your agent, because how is your agent going to know if there's errors unless you have read and reviewed that document and then let the agent know that there are mistakes that need to be corrected. And then in some cases, potentially the quote would need to be re-quoted from the carrier and then resent to you as the client. This is so very important, and it is a confusing, frustrating part of all commercial insurance. All commercial carriers have the right to exercise an audit. So please remember that when you are shopping for your commercial rates. Of course, if you have any questions about this, please don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. Or if you have another subject that you would like us to talk about, we're happy to do that as well. We do thank you for taking the time to visit the channel today, which is Carrie Devlin Scroggins. These videos are for your educational purposes. They're here to help you become a better informed consumer and to help you to understand the world of insurance. It can be complicated and frustrating, especially when we're in times like today now, where we have such rampant inflation, and even insurance carriers, yes, that's right, even insurance carriers increase rates based upon inflation. So sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that is a fact. And if you're not being told that, then you're not being told the truth, and your agent is not being honest with you. So please leave us a comment. I will return any comment that's left here on this channel. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know the next time that we post a video. And we certainly hope that these videos are helping you to understand the complex world of insurance. Thank you for stopping by today. I know you're busy, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.